Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you've been here before, welcome back. For today's video, we're going to be talking about my Nespresso Vertuo Plus machine. I love this thing so much, it's a little ridiculous. So I'm just going to be going over some of the basics of the machine. I'll show you how it works. And then I will also do another video on my favorite pods and recipes and things like that. Let's go ahead and get started. So as I mentioned before, this is the Nespresso Vertuo Deluxe machine. This is actually the DeLonghi version. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is how you spell it. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of the pod names either. You'll find that out shortly. But this is the machine that I got. The color is piano black and it came in a bundle. So it came with this guy. This is called the Arancino 3. This will froth your milk hot or cold, which is super awesome. I definitely recommend getting the bundle. If you are going to spend the money, you may as well get the bundle. Amazon does have some milk frothers on their site for a little bit cheaper, but I can't say that the quality is great just because I've never used it before. I also have a handheld little whisk frother that I absolutely love for when I do my cold brew stuff, which I'll do a video on that as well. But this will definitely do, if you hold it down for 1 second, this will light up red and it will froth your milk hot. If you hold it down for 2 seconds, this will light up blue and it will froth your milk cold. So you just set it on the base, then you would fill it up with your milk of choice and any syrups that you want to use, and then turn that on. So when you first get your machine, the absolute first thing you want to do is hop on Nespresso's website and register your machine. On the drip tray, which comes off, there will be a sticker right here with your serial number and model number and all the information that you need to register your machine. So go onto their website and it will prompt you for that. It will ask you your name and your address and all those things. Make an account with them, put in the serial number. This will help with your warranty in case anything goes wrong with your machine. So definitely do that. You'll also use Nespresso.com to purchase pods. You can purchase some on Amazon, but they don't have the full selection. So you're definitely going to want to go on Nespresso.com. They will have every single pod. They even have some recipes on there, although I've never looked at their recipes. But with the pods, they will have a description of what they recommend. So if you want to add milk to it or anything like that, it'll have aromatic notes and descriptions and things like that. So definitely go onto their website for that. So the drip tray, like I said, it removes. You can put it up high. If you were doing just like a single espresso shot, you can put it up high, put your little espresso cup here and brew it out, or you can move it down for bigger cups. Sometimes I take it completely off because I use a travel mug and it won't fit with this guy on there. But this tends to drip sometimes once it's done brewing, which I'll show you what it looks like when it brews and everything, and I'll show you kind of how it drips at the end. But so I'll put my travel mug underneath there, I will brew it all. Then once I move my cup, I'll kind of put this back so that it catches all of the drips and it doesn't get onto my little table here. After you register your machine, the very next thing you want to do is clean your machine. So this is the water reservoir. Obviously it's not going to come full of water. I filled it up. So you're going to want to wash it out with hot water and soap. You don't want to stick it in the dishwasher. You're going to want to hand wash it. Once you're done washing it, fill it up with filtered water. This is very important. Don't use tap water. Tap water has a lot of minerals that will cause buildup in your machine, and you don't want that. You don't want your machine to break. So definitely use filtered water. So once you're done rinsing it out, filling it up, you're going to want to clean out the machine. To do this, you will remove your drip tray. You're going to put a big bowl under here to catch all the water. You'll push this button 1, 2, 3 times, just like that. 1, 2, 3, and then it will insert. The machine will know to clean it, so it'll be in cleaning mode. It'll take your filtered water from the reservoir, put it through the machine to clean it with hot water. Don't use any vinegar or anything. This can void your warranty. I do have a descaling video, and in that video I show the machine in cleaning mode, so you'll be able to see that as well. So when you're on Nespresso's website and you order pods, go ahead and throw one of these in there, maybe even 2 or 3. This is a recycling bag. It comes pre-labeled, so all you do is put all of your pods in here from this little guy. This just sits at the back of your machine. All your pods will go in there. Then you'll take your bag, dump your pods in there. Once it gets to this fill line on the side, you will just seal it, drop off at UPS, and they will take it from there. So Nespresso will recycle those pods. I don't throw mine in the trash can. I use that. I just feel like, you know, it's free. It's kind of helping the planet maybe. I feel less wasteful when I use that because I just literally throw them in the bag, drop it off at UPS, and go from there. So you do want to clean this out every once in a while because coffee gets in it. But again, this just sits in the back of your machine. Your pod will go from here. When you open it, it'll slide back into that pod collector, and then you'll go ahead and put it into your bag whenever that pod collector gets full. So I was a diehard Keurig fan before I found this baby, and let me just say, the two really can't be compared. The only similarities they really have is that they are both pod-based, so you buy the machine, you buy the pods, you put the pod in, and it brews your coffee. This thing will do espressos, double espressos, coffees, and then what's called like I think it's Gran Lungo, so it's kind of in between a double espresso and a coffee pod. So it's not the 7.77 fluid ounces that a coffee would brew, and it's not the double espresso. It's kind of right in between. So this can do it all, which is great. Now, if you're comparing the pods to Keurig pod prices, the Nespresso pods will be a little bit pricier. I will repeat, the Nespresso pods are a little bit pricier than Keurig's pods. With that said, the quality of coffee is unmatched with this Nespresso. These pods are more flavorful, they're more creamy, they're bolder. This is a quality cup of coffee. It is like going to a coffee shop and getting a coffee there versus the Keurig. I mean, it's, for me, like my Keurig was starting to make my coffee taste burnt. It was a little bit watered down. These pods are so creamy and flavorful. It's just, they're unmatched for real. If you're comparing the Nespresso pods to the price of Starbucks, you're gonna love it because you're gonna save a lot of coins using this baby versus going to Starbucks every morning. So I will do a recipe video. I make a mean caramel macchiato with this, so I will definitely post a video on that. It is way better than Starbucks. Keurig versus Nespresso. Keurig is cheaper, Nespresso is better. Nespresso is cheaper than Starbucks, so that's a good thing. Another con, I guess, would be that you do have to buy the pods online. So you can't go to Target or Walmart or Albertsons or wherever you shop and grab a sleeve of pods. You do have to order them online. With that said, Nespresso's website, they are ridiculously fast. I've ordered on a Thursday night and they've been here Friday evening or even Saturday morning. So they don't take long to show up at all. It's like, do you guys live down the street? Like, I don't understand how they get here so fast, but you can't just run to the store and buy them. You can get them on Amazon. I don't recommend doing that though because they only have a few sleeves available, a few flavors available. Nespresso has the full lineup, so you can get your double espresso, your single espresso, your coffees, whatever you want on Nespresso.com versus Amazon, which only has a few of the flavors there. Another cool feature about this machine is that the pod is actually spun in there, and that's what creates that crema layer. So your pod, this is my favorite one, by the way, Bianca Leggero. If you know, you know. But it has the barcode on it, so each pod has a different barcode. You stick it in the machine, and the machine will scan it. It knows exactly which pod you put in, so it'll know how much to brew, what temp to brew it, all of those things. So I think that's pretty cool. Versus the Keurig, I believe it's just like a drip style coffee. It's not spun. And this, I feel like gets a lot hotter than my Keurig did. So like I said, this thing is just unmatched when you compare it to a Keurig. So I highly recommend it. I will have it linked in the description below. I will also have this linked. But right now I will go ahead and brew a decaf latte so you guys can kind of check out how the machine works, just the basics. So let's see, this is the decaf pod and this one is a half calf pod. So this one has a little bit of caffeine. To be honest with you, I do prefer the decaf and the way that it tastes. I feel like it is creamier and more flavorful than this guy. This one can get a little bit watery. So we'll have to play around with recipes with this, but we'll go ahead and do the decaf because it is like 4 p.m. where I live right now. And I do apologize for the lighting, by the way. We're supposed to get a storm rolling in, so it's a little dark. But anyway, it's about 4 p.m. here and I don't want to be up all night, even though I probably will be because of my babies. Anyway, let's go ahead and brew this guy. So you'll just push the button up once, throw the pod in, and you'll push it down. Put your drip tray up. So I put a little bit of heavy cream and I made some homemade coffee syrup. I just put a tiny bit at the bottom just to make it a little more creamy. And I'm only using this glass mason jar to show you guys kind of how it looks. Show you all the layers that it brews. I also put a little bit of milk in here for my frother. So I will go ahead and show you how this works. Put about a half cup and then a little bit of syrup in here as well. Syrup, however you say it. You'll just pour it in. Since I'm going to make this latte hot, I will froth my milk on hot. You can use almond milk, oat milk, whatever kind of milk you want. I will say that whole milk froths better, but obviously if you're vegan, you're not going to want to use whole milk. So I'm sorry if you're vegan and watching this and scoffing because I'm using whole milk. Sorry. But anyway, we've loaded our pod. We have our cup underneath. We're just going to push the button and let it go to work. I don't know if you can see, it's still kind of dripping. That's where the drip tray comes in handy. So this is what it looks like with all the beautiful layers. My heavy cream is down here, and then it's got the thick crema on top with the coffee in the middle. So I'm gonna just go ahead and stir it. My milk is frothed to perfection. It smells good. So I, of course, don't have a lot of room in my cup. I got a small cup. It's okay. Just going to pour a little bit in there. And now I have a nice decaf latte. So I used to scoff at decaf coffee thinking like, what's the point? But sometimes it's 4 p.m. like it is today. I just want a little something, but I don't want to be up all night like I said. So let's go ahead and give this guy a taste. The decaf pod is so good. It's got really good flavor. It kind of has like a malty flavor to it almost. It's just really creamy and bold. Like it's not too bold, but you can definitely taste the coffee. It's not watered down by my heavy cream or my vanilla syrup that I added. It's very good. So if you're someone who likes flavor, you're gonna wanna use coffee syrups. I don't use creamer anymore. I just use milk and or heavy cream. And then like I said, I make my own coffee syrups right now. I think it's really fun and easy. You can control the flavor content, the sugar content, and things like that. So again, I will post the video on that. But these are the decaf pods. This is what the box would look like. So it's a 7.77 fluid ounce pod. That's how much it brews. So just a standard cup of coffee, and it's an intensity level of 6, so it's not too dark, but it's not light by any means. You can definitely taste that it's coffee. It's not going to get watered down by anything that you add to it. So I definitely recommend this pod if you really like the taste of coffee and you want something in the afternoon, but you don't want to be all jittery, hopped up on caffeine and up all night. I definitely recommend this guy. So, and then I have this as well. This little shelf. I had my machine on top of it, but the machine was kind of vibrating on it and it was a little bit loud, so I put my Arancino on it instead. And it just houses some of my favorite pods, some of my husband's favorites as well. So again, I will have a couple videos on my favorite pods and recipes, my syrup video, my descaling video, so look out for those. I think I covered just the basics. That's kind of what I wanted to do today. This has been a requested video by a few of my friends and family members. So again, stay tuned for my next videos, and thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.